We are in it to win it, or at least to see how they go until I get fed up of the mechanics, and then we'll try another faction maybe on the next stream. There's some other good stuff and some good looking things, and they do work. All the Chaos factions do work differently, and that's what I really like. It's not just we'll slap a few skins on this, put some flies around it, call it Nurgle, but the faction mechanics will stay the same. No, it's very different, and I like that. They've actually gone to some effort with it. So we're going to go steaming in with this, aren't we? I'll just move it there. I am going to bring this guy in, but not all the way in. He's not going to attack by himself, clearly. We can't recruit from here. This building, if we can upgrade it, I think, does level 3 give... we get local recruitment capacity is up. What about global? It's all local recruitment capacity is this. Am I missing a thing? What gives us global recruitment then? It's not the other one, is it? That doesn't give us any recruitment capacity. That's more for benefiting local buildings as far as I can tell. I thought it was this. I thought this gave me global recruitment. It's all local stuff, isn't it? Interesting. That'll become less useful the more our faction spreads, I think. Because we won't be recruiting locally. We're more likely to be recruiting globally. Possibly. I'll have to figure that out. Okay. Diversity is good. Hated all the vampire faction in Total War 2. Was quite similar. I never played them. I don't normally like playing dark factions. Here I am, jumping into chaos and loving it. But anyway, that's a separate thing. Probably says more about me than anything else. So we're going to use our hero to once again assault the garrison. Successful. I've been very lucky with that. Trying to assassinate and do other things with heroes, not so much. But when it's a 50-50 roll on like assaulting armies and garrisons, it seems to have been quite successful. So has he got... he hasn't got any more points to spend, so I'm going to bring the other army in. The reinforcements suggest the boss guy... Oh, hang on. The boss guy's got some points to spend. There's not much point spending in that. Shall we make him an inspiring presence? Skull Takers. Melee attack +4 for Bloodletters of Khorne. Oh, do you know what? This would be... Just for all stuff in the army would be good, wouldn't it? Make everything stronger. There's some... They do stack up as well. I also want to get him better, but... Let's do that. Skull Takers. We're likely to have Bloodletters because I've built the building, so let's go for that. They're going to probably be my core army. See if we can make them better. Et tu of Khorne's wrath. I can't understand half the words he says. Right, we're going in. We're up against... This will be a Pyrrhic victory. I do have the boss guy coming in. Don't really want to throw them away, so I will fight this myself. Might be the mechanics of Grom the Paunch from the previous games. I have no knowledge of the ogres, actually. I think they must have been added as an army long after I finished playing tabletop Warhammer. You could recruit them in as mercenaries. And was it the Empire or Orcs and Goblins? Could the Empire take them as... No, the Empire surely couldn't take them as mercenaries. Someone could take them as mercenaries, but that's all they're included as. But yeah, they've got the whole new army at some point since I stopped playing, which was, admittedly, a long time ago. Empire takes them as mercenaries?
Your forces are ready.
I'm going to have to give them a go. They sound like they'll be fun.
I advise caution. You face an entrenched enemy that has had time to prepare. Be wary.
There's no walls, though, so that's good. So should we just pile everything up one side and the weird stuff up the other side? Yeah, these spawn of Khorne, monstrous. They can go wrong and attack your troops if they get a bit annoyed. So we'll do the Bloodletters up one side, I think. I'll tell you what, maybe I'll do a little bit of both there. And we'll just follow up the spawn. Unit of spawn on each side. And we'll try and keep the cavalry out at the back until we know where we want them. I've got a blood shrine as well. Excellent. That can go steaming up ahead. They're really good. What have we got left here? I should have another spawn of Khorne somewhere. Oh, it's over. No, it's all the way over here. Right. I can actually spawn stuff at the back, can't I? We can go in from two sides. I'm never as keen on that because you tend to get either distracted at one side or the other. Let's go with this. Right, and let's send the monstrous things up first. This should be a laugh. I don't really know what these are going to do. And where did I put him? The chariot, because why not? Deep blocks of troops, I think, for this job. Are these just flesh hounds? Oh, flesh hounds are quite good. They're quite good. What have we got? Spear cavalry. Oh, let's. Oh God, are we getting? We're gonna have to pile in because the danger is I'm gonna get bombarded to crap if I don't. You go and kill that. You just go in there and see what happens. Why won't you go in? Go on, get stuck in there. Those are weird looking things. Go on, I'm just going to mash them all up. Should I have sent more troops up the other side? That's a good question. These guys don't look to be too upset, do they? By what's going on over here. Oh, I've run into some spears. I could do without flanking those. Monsters! Chariots! Get back in there. Right. You guys go up there. You go up there. We'll have to take whatever... I don't think I have any control over those now, do I? Yeah, I've got them turned around. That's good. Is that a tower that's bombarding me? I don't mind if the monsters get killed. I don't know that I want to charge these guys in at the same time for the simple reason that if the monsters sort of lose fail a leadership test, they might attack my dudes. It looks like it's happening anyway. Let's go in. I should probably figure out the best way of getting rid of those. Do we do it by just capturing these areas? I don't know if it makes any difference once they've been built. Right, get up there really quick. You go and attack that. I don't like the way that my guys are stopping all the time. I'll tell you what, if I just give orders to charge everything, will that work? Skittle Monster, yes, I got given a key to play it a bit early, which I greatly appreciate. It was from one of the media companies that work with. Just go and attack that lot. So yeah, give me access to it, which is really nice. Very useful. Can we do this? Summon from beyond? Yes, we can. Oh, my boss dude's in. We've probably got that battle won over there, so let's send him in over here. Pile them all in. Get in there. Wow, okay, I'm getting bombarded from all sides here. And does holding this make any difference to these? Yes, that's gone down. And that's gone down. So, okay. So holding these points... So I'm not familiar with Warhammer 2 at all. I don't know if this was a thing in Warhammer 2. Holding these points knocks out the defences, it seems. So that's a good thing. Who are we fighting over there? Let's go and get the next lot killed. You have a buff over here. Lucky you're stoked for this, especially for Mortal Empires. There's some good stuff in this. I've played Warhammer 1, so I haven't seen really what went on in Warhammer 2. But this is obviously quite a step up from Warhammer 1. Lots of things improved. So yeah, but I'm liking it. I like the different Chaos factions. I like the way they've been done. I want to have a look at Kislev as well. See what we can make of that. Right, time to get up here, I think. Who's this? Is my big chief anywhere in all this? He's probably right at the back. He's not moved a muscle. No, don't go through there. Go this way. Go this way. We seem to be doing all right over here. Probably send something in to help, but... Give us one unit to go and stand at the back and just occupy that. Victory, that'll do. I'm not going to fight this to the bitter end. That'll do. We got the place. Nice. And that's what I couldn't do in the last three. Ogre mercenaries in Total War 2 were not so good. After some levelling up your own units, you may just sack ogres. Oh, okay. I wonder what the army's going to be like. Empire are not that... Sorry. Yeah, Empire are not that fond of green skins. Surely ogres are not that fond of green screen skins. I didn't know that. I thought... can't green skin armies take ogres on as a special unit or a mercenary? Maybe I'm thinking of trolls. I never played a greenskin army either. Tried it a little bit in Warhammer 1 on here, but on the tabletop I never played one. They looked like too many figures to paint because they were quite cheap points-wise. Right, so we wiped the place out, which is good. Again, we could do this for the skulls, but we won't. We're going to do this blood for the blood god. So what that does is spawns us another army of units. And we repeat the process. We just go off on a constant ass-kicking crusade. That's the new army. Some more Doom Harvesters. So these guys are a bit injured. You can't replenish them. And as far as I know, you can't combine the units together either. And you can't mix them out either. They are in that army and that's it. With every passing year, they become more beast than man. Oh, it's a Khorne mutant. Oh, nice. Anyway, let's go and have a look at my characters now. He has no army whatsoever, so he has to go back and reinforce. Really. What should we spend this on? The Skull Takers, we were going down this. So this is helping more bloodletters and stuff. I'm going to do that. I'm going to recruit a load of those guys. Let me see how far I can get on the way home. And Goreflench. No, I've got the wrong thing there. It's moved, so he can't go again. This guy can. Let's move over here. What I'll do is I don't know who this is, but I think I'll just go pillaging and raiding. It seems to be the way to do it, I think. Faction destroyed. So I need to get this. Or I need to destroy this. Every turn there's a random chance that my faction will spread into these. This is how Khorne works. It's not the same with the other factions, the other Chaos factions, it's just this one. So there's no point spending the resources to colonize one. There's a chance it'll happen in its own good time. Hey, Leonidas. It's, yeah, killing everything and keeping killing everything, turn after turn after turn, is the only way to play these guys. It really is. So we should be getting good good growth from that. I think we're done this turn. See if there's anything else to do. Oh, cheers. Nice timing, Colipo. Thanks for the hydrate.
The skulls of the vanquished are highly prized by Khorne.
Gather skulls. If I see any of the skulls, I will gather them up. Right, so first job is to get Scarbrand the Exile. Now, this is going to drop down, unfortunately. Progress will decay unless the battle is fought this turn. So there is a way I can do this. It won't work here because there's no flipping units there. But one thing you can do, there's an ability here, Unholy Manifestation. And you can spawn a small army of your own faction. Well, it's not really of your own faction, but it's your own type of units. And they will attack one of your armies. And you think, why would you want to attack one of your armies? Well, it's to keep this buff up. To stop this buff decaying. I'm not going to do it because there's a chance I might actually lose. So, yeah, to stop this buff because it decays every time you don't have a fight. Or after a turn or two of not fighting. And that will stop it. But you can only trigger that once every 15 turns? Yeah. So, this is going to... he's going to go down. I can't help it. But I do need to get back and recruit some more staff. So, we'll just have to put up with it. And this is the issue I have with the Khorne mechanics. It makes total sense that you should play them as a rampaging army of chaos, just destroying everything in their path and continuing on and on and on. But at some point, your main armies are going to have to pause to, well, in my case, completely rebuild, but to replenish units. And when they're replenishing units, that goes down. And also, the travel distances between cities, you can't fight turn after turn after turn every time. So, and this isn't just a buff for the army in combat. This drives the economy, the growth, everything. Oh, global recruitment as well. Except I have no global recruitment, have I? No, I haven't. Oh, it's not, well, I'm in foreign territory. I'm in the wrong stance as well. So, you can, it's not called in camp though on this, is it? I just noticed on the tooltip it said you have to be in the encamp stance. It's not called in camp for Khorne. Anyway, we'll look at that next turn. Have we moved these? We haven't. So if we want to keep this going before it drops down, because it gives you a negative growth if it drops too far, we're just going to have to storm into wherever the hell this place is over here. And Goreflench can lead the way. So I mean, there's other ways of getting your armies around as well. You can actually teleport them, or you can teleport your main general's army into anywhere where there's a chaos cult or Khorne cult being established. I don't think I have any influence over where that happens, but so you can get around that way. Whether that's a good thing to do or not, I don't know. So we'll have to see. We are done for this turn, unless
Herald of Khorne.
That's going to decay unless I fight a battle this turn. This one, that will decay as well. So let's keep that going, and I'm going to trigger this. So let's. I don't know whether this is a good thing to do, but let's. And perform. Doesn't cost anything, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, you just get a small army coming. Maybe the size of the army is based on the size of the thing you've targeted. So I'm not going to fight this in a battle map. I'll just auto-resolve it. It is just for a bit of extra bloodletting. And then you can harvest the skulls for 46. I think can I do replenish? I can replenish these this way. Okay, that's interesting. What will I get? I'll get barely anything back. Yeah, there's... I'll do that because...
Your savage crusade.
It's not really worth it for 40 skulls. With every passing year, there'll be... Oh, I've got another one of these Khornate mutants. Diplomatic relationships. Plus 15 with Khornate factions. Like, I'm going to really worry about my diplomatic relations with anyone when the goal is just to fight, and fight. Are we done this turn? I think we are. Spread rage has been researched. Copycat killers? Norscan shaman reports a vision of a far-off kingdom razed to ash. Is every inhabitant slaughtered, of nothing left but a mountain of skulls? Though none know where this land is, the joyous news of Khorne's distant triumph means countless demons jockey for the opportunity to achieve similar here.
The petty squabbles of the weak and feeble are
Spread your influence. Right, what have we got? This is the skull cost. We can afford any of these. Upkeep reduced. Spell resistances. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Blood Feasting grants the Blood Feaster's banner. And upkeep is reduced by 5% for that particular unit. Passive ability, Strength from Flesh. That's regeneration. It's a passive ability. So it's heals per second. Enabled if in melee. Okay. That seems quite useful. Raiding. Raiding is fine, but we don't have time to sit there raiding. We need to keep on fighting. Income from post-battle loot and serial killing. Campaign movement raised plus 10% for raising a settlement. All characters. I can see that'll be useful. I'm going to go for this.
Khorne's army requires more.
Right, let's. If I change to, which is the one? There's combat trials, which basically generates skulls in exchange for a few casualties every turn. There's demonic portal. That's the in-camp stance, and when you do that, you got access to the global recruitment pool, which we don't need to worry about because I'm just going to go march. I don't have to go far. I only have to get over that border. So let's turn that off. And let's recruit some soldiers. What if I do go into global recruitment then from here? Does it offer me that as an additional?
Global recruitment is available to boost your armies far from home, my lord.
It's the same,
Yet such
but
flexibility comes at a price. Build your forces close to home where possible.
it comes at a price. Why is it twice? Oh, it's literally twice as much money. And then some. It would get the army going faster though, wouldn't it? It says 1 turn as well. I think I'm going to have to suck up the cost because I really do need... We need some good cavalry. And flying units are very useful as well, so I will put... Well, I'll put another one of those in. We need some solid infantry. So at that, he's able to go and fight and stuff, which is something. Damn, it is expensive doing it like that, though. Can't do that too much. Right then, we send... Where's little Glorflench? He's probably as well off... No, I bet not. No, I can't put him in the army, can I? I can't embed in these things.
Demon, white, unstoppable legion.
Let's go and attack that. Is it an act of war? Perhaps not yet. A success. Okay. He's infiltrated it and assaulted the garrison. Does he have any points to spend? We can't get that up any further. I'm quite enjoying using heroes in this little role. So that'll reduce the action cost and give him 3% more... Sorry, 1% more success rate, and it's the last one. Oh, it's going to be better than him. Can these guys come and attack this turn? Yes, they can. Possibly. Get them right up to the edge. We may as well. We're going to go and give them a stomping. Declare war. I don't know who it is. I have no idea who it is. Kvelig. We don't really care. As long as they can bleed. That's all that matters. Khorne will reap your souls. If that thing was just a bit closer, that would have come in as reinforcements. and we'd be in major trouble. So what we're going to do, we are going to auto-resolve this for a few minor casualties. And what we're going to do next, we're going to blood for the blood god. We're going to get some unit replenishment, and we're going to have a third army. That was the idea, right? Yes, we've got another army just appeared over here. A fresh army. This is how Khorne goes. You just killed a ton of chaos and blow up a city mana to pieces. You love Vermintide too. Never played the Vermintide games. Never tried them. Now then, can we move you any further on?
Spread slaughter.
Spreading slaughters. What the name is? Name of the game is really. So as you can see, we've got more and more armies appearing. As long as we can keep them together, we can make this, hopefully, this unstoppable wave of destruction just stomping across the realm. That's the idea anyway. So, where is the rest of these places? Let me see. We've trashed the city of, or the folly of Malaflex. Let's click on that actually. The shifting monolith. The Chasm of Torment. The Fortress of the Damned. Where is that? It can't be far. There's a shifting monolith up there. Blood Mountain. Is it over here? I don't know where that one is actually. Is it on the other side of this? Can we not click on it? I can click on that one. And the Chasm of Torment. And the Fortress of the Damned. Oh, it's yet to be discovered. Okay. The only game you played from this genre was the Horned Rat. I've been out of the sort of Warhammer loop for quite a while. I think it's probably fair to say. I think we're done there, are we? Gorflinch, does he have a point to spend? No. So this might come and engage us in combat. Which I might retreat from. Yeah, I'm going to have to retreat from that because I want my army all together, and then we have a massive fight. And if we can position these right, and I think we can get them all in the next turn. No, stop.